Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? It is Lisa Zimmer, Doterra Blue Diamond, talking to you from Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils Biz Tips on Facebook. Going to answer some questions for you today. So if you are on Lisa Zimmer, Essential Oils Biz Tips, feel free to post in the comments any of the questions that you do have about building your doTERRA business and changing the face of healthcare in the world. We want to teach you how to get comfortable helping people, making this business better. Right, so today I don't have a guest speaker today because I wanted to take today to answer questions. So what we do is we post a graphic each week in here and say, ask your questions below, and then I answer them. Either I answer them right then and there, or we come on here and answer them. So the best place to ask questions is either on that weekly graphic or the questions graphic in the announcements tab. So you click on announcements, you click on the turquoise picture that says questions and ask them there, and that way you're ensured to get an answer for your question. I get so many Facebook notifications. I don't always get your notifications if they're in another post. We try, we do our best. All right, so I'm going to start with going to the questions post, and it looks like this. Got a question? Ask questions here. You click on announcements tab. It's the very first graphic. You click on it. I scroll to the bottom every week. And I start answering the questions. All right, so Andrea says, how do you sample LLV? Saw that in your 15% off post. So Andrea, go to this Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, and type in the search bar, search this group bar, sample LLV or LLV sample, and it comes right up. Fundraiser ideas, please, for schools, charities, etc. Oh, good question, Jennifer. There's a group for that. So can someone here post the name of the group for the doTERRA fundraiser? I have a feeling if you go to Facebook and type in doTERRA fundraiser, it might come up. My friend runs that group, so let's see if it does. So I went to the search bar for Facebook. Yep, it pops right up. So I want to teach people to start using search bars in Google, right? So so far the questions, we used the specific question to my program. We typed in the search this group bar. And then for fundraiser, I went to the main part of Facebook and typed in doTERRA fundraisers. The name of the group is DO in schools /fundraisers and workplace. So DO in schools /fundraisers and workplace. In fact, I'm going to go find the URL and post it in the comments here. All right, so I just posted that, Control paste, in the comments section. So DO in schools and fundraisers workplace, there's 6,800 members. All right, so Jennifer, go grab that. All right, Rochelle says, I recently had my first doTERRA vendor booth, which went smoothly thanks to your vendor package. Yay. I'd like to have a booth at an upcoming local bridal expo, but would appreciate your thoughts on how to approach it, products, handouts, etc. Let's all help Rochelle. Let's give her some ideas. So the first thing, yay, I'm glad our vendor package helped and made your table look pretty. So you would use that at this event as well. It would be a perfect visual for weddings because the colors are perfect for that setting. And if you're looking to get our vendor package, you go to lisazimmer.net/shop and purchase our vendor trade show package. It helps set your table up beautifully. It does not include all of our handouts. It includes visuals to help you set up your table. Let's all give Rochelle some suggestions on how she can run a bridal expo table. So let's brainstorm. We have a handout called Intimacy. So that would be a great one to display. You order our handout at lisazimmer.net/shop, and you put that in an 8x10 frame. So we designed our handouts to be make and takes, general handouts, display pieces. They don't say make and take on them, so you can use them for all of these. We designed them so they can be trimmed down and fit into an 8x10 frame. So you would put the intimacy frame up, and then you would display some of those oils. You could do a make and take section if they allowed that, and do one or two of the rollers on there to keep it simple, right? So you could have some cash flow. What else would be good for a bridal expo? The emotions handout. So you would order the emotional edge, and you would display the 6 empty bottles of those oils. They're so potent, and have people smell those. And then you could sell the roller sets. You could sell the enrollment kit for that. Use your trifolds. Be prepared, right, to sell that. And what else would be good? Travel. You could display the travel one, because people that have destination weddings, right? And then you put those products, empty product bottles, around them to make a display. What else would be good? Travel, emotions, immunity, because no one wants to get sick for their wedding, right? So have your story about why those particular items are displayed, okay? You could have pregnancy, birth, and baby for people that want to start a family right away. So you could do, a display next to it, looking to start your family right away. This is a great investment. Oh, weight loss, brilliant, right? So we have all those handouts at lisazimmer.net/shop. So for Bridal Expo, intimacy, weight, travel, emotions, immunity, those would all be fantastic. The women's wellness handout you could display, right? That's for hormone and mood balancing. All right, good ideas there. Michelle says, hey, Lisa, with all the brainstorming and new trifolds, have you ever considered one for energy workers? I need collaborators for that, Michelle. Right, it's a very broad spectrum, but I'd be happy to collaborate with you. Oh, yay. All right, so I'll reach out to you, Michelle. She has 22 years under her belt and used oils in her life and practice for 20 of those years. Fabulous. So we will put that on our list of trifolds to get implemented in the first quarter. So if you're not familiar with our trifolds, we have a general trifold that helps you enroll everyone. You can use it to teach your classes, or you can use the doTERRA Empowered handout. You can use it to hand off to people out in public. We take them everywhere we go. When we go out to eat, we leave a trifold and a nice tip. When we check in at hotels, we leave a trifold with the person that checked us in. When we take an Uber ride, right, everywhere. And then we have our professional series. We have a trifold for realtors, medical professionals, fitness professionals, and spa professionals. So those are targeted for you to go towards the businesses, to go after the customers that already know how to run businesses, and help them see the opportunity they're losing out on, right? Those people already know how to run businesses. It's so easy to incorporate doTERRA into their businesses and double, triple, quadruple their incomes that they're already having, right? To give them financial freedom and financial success. And it's a natural flow. So that tool is not for them to hand out at their businesses. It's for you to get comfortable, because people are always feel challenged to speak to professionals like your doctor, right? Medical professional. You're uncomfortable. This gives you comfort at your fingertips by handing the medical professional a trifold that says, here's how all the other doctors and chiropractors and nurses and nurse practitioners and anyone in the medical field at all, here is how they are incorporating doTERRA into their practices. And then also you can use it for yourself. And here's some information to help you think about it and get started, okay? So we are wanting to create a number of trifolds. We have maybe 10 more or 15 more in the works, and we're always looking for collaborators. All right. Heather says, I personally design labels for the 5 milliliter roller blends for the make and take class. Fun. And her customers love them. Awesome. You can totally use them. But I've had more than one WA asked to buy my design as a PDF. So that's my copyright. So you can't sell anything related to me without setting up a copyright situation with me. How much would you charge? Legal issues. Yeah, you can't do it because we own that information. So this is a good time to explain that. You can't take any of my tools and create an auxiliary tool of your own and make money off of me and my work, okay? And so we have people set up to do that, right, that we partnered with, and so we have a business relationship, and they fill a void that we had. So we have Becky Troja, or Troja, I don't know how to say her name, Becky. We've been working together for a while. I should probably figure that out. So Becky is onlytheessentialsshop.com, and she provides labels. I know for Canada, I know for US, I think she may have Australia. We wanted an actual person in Australia as well because of shipping challenges. And so is it Robin Bartlett, I believe, does the, I'm blanking, I haven't had any protein today, does the labels for Australia. And to find this information, go to the announcements tab and click on labels. And then we have already developed a partnership with Ashley Doty that did our Google Drive and Dropbox video for you all in here. And she does the print your own label templates. And she has a business technology support group for everyone where she teaches you about Google Drive, Dropbox, other tech things that you want. So again, feel free to do the labels with your teams, etc., for your make and takes. But people cannot take my work and put my name on it and start making income or selling things if we don't have a partnership created. Are there legal ramifications for putting drops of Doterra essential oils in another bottle? I don't know what that means, Pam. You can't sell anything that, you can't sell that. I'm not totally sure of the scenario here, but you can't put Doterra essential oils in a bottle and sell it, period. So yeah, there's legal ramifications. It's against company policy. You cannot sell rollers, you cannot sell scrubs, you cannot sell partial bottles. The business model of Doterra is you tell people it's awesome and you tell them why it worked for you and what you loved about it, and you help them get their own account. That's the Doterra business model. Make and takes and workshops where you do make and takes, you're not selling finished bottles or rollers or sprays or scrubs of oils. The customer's coming in, they're purchasing a container, so either a roller bottle, a spray bottle, a jar for bath salts, scrubs, whatever, and the label that goes on it, and in the US market, it's $5. They pay $5 for that, and then everything else that goes in there, bath salts and essential oils, are no charge. So it doesn't matter, right? So our make and takes are written so that it doesn't matter which recipe they choose, it fits that budget, okay? You cannot sell oils by the drop. You cannot sell repackaged drops, or I'm not sure what you're referring to. You cannot sell drams. That is in the Doterra company policy, so read through your company policy. All right, Robin says, I'm looking for an image that showed the actual cost of making the roller. No, we don't. She's asking about another make and take system. This group supports Lisa Zimmer essential oils business tools that you can find at lisazimmer.net. So no, you wouldn't have seen any costs about another make and take system. The reason we don't promote other make and take systems is because they didn't work. It's straight up that simple. And so we have, prior to me creating my own, right, I am a buyer of all the things. I love all the things. And I never found a roller making party handout sticker system that got the results that ours do. Okay, so there we invested about $30,000 in research and development and focus groups and materials and tools and design to get the perfect tool that tells the whole story to get all the results that we get. So what results do we get with make and takes? You can type in make and take testimonials and thousands of testimonials come in from the people that are in here. But what you get is increased LRPs from existing members that now want to duplicate what you do because it's a very clearly defined story system, right? So that's why we promote that. And plus, any of all the funds from our tools actually fund this group. This is a group of 25,000 wellness advocates, and all of you are not on my team, and we educate here for free. And it takes 5 of us to run this group and do all the things that we do in here for you. And I have to pay for those people. And so the funds from lisazimmer.net/shop actually fund this group. All right. Okay. So Boot says, wow, there are a lot of no-nos being sold on eBay then. Correct. So when you find repackaged doTERRA goods, right, so someone can sell a body scrub on eBay, but they can't put the name doTERRA associated with it, right? And so you'll see lots of body scrubs and rollers and people selling things on eBay or whatever and Etsy, and they cannot put doTERRA on it. All right, what are some different ways that people take payment at make and takes? Always cash, PayPal, check, Square. Eileen says, I see that people are using MCT oil for the skinny jeans ingesting recipes. Can you use that for roller bottles? Yes. Heather says, for the new professional trifolds, how do you approach a doctor you don't know? Do you just stop by with the trifold to leave with them, or do you call first? So remember, this is a relationship business, not a random solicitation business. So you're going to have more success with that physician if you have a relationship with them, whether you're a patient or you work in the same building and know them, right? Build relationships with people. Don't just randomly drop off trifolds everywhere. It helps if you know someone that works there, so they could introduce you. So remember, it's a relationship business. Evelyn says Venmo for payment. Yeah, so Venmo. I don't know how to use that, but all right. Let's see here. Lisa says, I'm getting a lot of people saying they can buy on Amazon. Yes, people can buy on Amazon. They don't want to, so it's up to you to educate them on why they don't want to, because it's a bad idea. So those are not direct from doTERRA, so they don't come with any doTERRA guarantees. They don't come with any education. They're more expensive than what you can help them get them for. There's 601 billion reasons why people should not buy doTERRA off of Amazon. Tell them what they are. Linda says, I've gotten 2 enrollments from the trifold. Easiest enrollments ever. Yay! All right, so if you don't know what our basic trifold is, please get it. It's going to be the best $20 you've ever spent. We do not provide free updates. We made the price so it's super affordable, and we set it up so that you can update these yourself using a free PDF editor. And you can hire Lana Perry, and she'll edit any trifolds for $10. We did an update October 2nd of 2018. following convention, and we resent out the trifolds for the US to everyone for free, and let everyone know that as of, we never did offer free updates. We just did it because a lot of people bought the trifolds after convention. And then like 2 weeks later, Doterra changed the natural solutions kit. And so we felt really bad that a lot of people just bought them like a week or two prior, and then they got changed. So we did a mass update, and now when you go to our website, it clearly states that we don't provide free updates, because we can't afford to do that every time Doterra changes something, because we price them for the single original version. So just get comfortable with using a free PDF editor, or hiring Lana Perry for $10 to edit whatever you need. All right. Evelyn says, thank you. You are amazingly smart and helpful. So thankful for you. Thank you. All right. I think that's it for those. Okay. I'll come back to this list, and then I'll go over to the other questions list. All right. Caitlin needs suggestions for a simple make and take for an assisted living center. She's doing like a small craft project. All right, so you can use any of our handouts for any setting, and then edit how you run the situation. So for example, 75% of the time, the make and take you're going to be doing is the top 10 essentials make and take, because that's the basics that you can use for just about everything. So for example, I'm not sure what exactly is on there anymore, but I'm sure there's something for aches and discomforts, sleep, digestive, whatever. Pick one in that setting. It depends on how many people are coming, if it's a big group of people, if they're going to need help making the roller. Keep it simple. Just do one roller that has 1 or 2 oils in it. It's all about the hands-on experience and education and the experience of doing it. Okay, so you're going to teach your make and take the same way. Limit how many products you do so that you can keep it flowing nice. All right, Alyssa says, I have someone who would like to enroll, but they can't afford a kit until after Christmas. I offered the membership $35 and oils as an alternative. She said she'd rather wait and get the kit. She is now asking me usage questions about a brand she already has. How would you respond? Now remember, you're a business, but you're also here to serve others. So this is where you're going to establish your helpful boundaries. But first and foremost, don't forget that you're a business. Just because you help people choose Doterra essential oils does not mean you're required for the rest of your life to answer every Tom, Dick, and Harry's questions about essential oils, all right? Especially if they're not a customer of yours. That is not your job. You can be helpful, and you can direct them to a group for oils questions that you have, right? So mine is Yay Oils Public Education. People can comment and ask questions. If we have time, we'll answer them. But if they do not choose to be our clients, it is not my responsibility to help them, okay? So that's where the line is drawn, that you're a business, okay? First of all, I'm not going to answer questions about another company's oils because I don't believe in them. I don't have training in them. I don't know their quality, and I don't know anything about them. So I should not be answering questions about them, okay? Second, you can't call up a physician that you're not a patient of, or a hairdresser that you're not a client of, or a tile company that you didn't buy the tile from, and start asking them questions and expecting them to help you. That's not how the world works, all right? So set up your boundaries, help them understand. I'd be so happy to help you with that. In fact, we even have a private online Facebook 24/7 support group for that, and we can get you in there for your $35 membership fee. Period. You don't have to explain. You're not here to answer essential oil questions for 7 billion people in the world. That's not what you signed up to do. You signed up to help people with essential oils, and your responsibility is to help the people that have purchased them through you. That's your legal obligation, all right? And you can't help those people well if you're helping the other 6 point whatever billion in answering their questions, okay? You want to run a quality business efficiently and have time to take care of your customers that chose you. Give them reasons to choose you. Give them reasons to choose Doterra. It's the #1 essential oil company in the world, all right? Period. You can't dispute that. You can't get to being the #1 essential oil company in the world by having low quality products and running a bad business, all right? So start getting comfortable with the reasons and start setting up your boundaries. Laura asks about her Doterra trifold and Doterra website changed. Doterra changed the wording late summer from join and save to become a member. So when Doterra makes changes like that, it can be challenging, right? Because then everybody's got to edit their tools. But that's the nature of the beast. And so a great problem-solving solution to that, because we direct people to a website, right, was to get Jacqueline Merville's website system from her, and you edit your tab when people log in to match whatever Doterra has changed on the tools. So you no longer have to edit any of your tools ever again. You just edit your button, excuse me, on your Jacqueline Merville site. If you want to see what one of her sites look like, I haven't launched mine yet, but it's out there. I just haven't promoted it yet because we're still editing. But you can go to lisazimmeroils.com and go check out my website. Again, I haven't edited it yet, or actually go to lisazimmer.net, and the page where you land, right, the home page, you can click on the left and see my like customer and team driven site, and you can click on the right and go to my business tools. So go to lisazimmer.net. All right, let's see what else. All right, online class question. Would you recommend pre-registered guests and send them samples ahead of time? So I've never done that. The only way I would be able to do an online class and send them samples ahead of time would be for them to sign up through Eventbrite. I would charge them a class fee that covers the shipping and handling of their products. You can't charge for the products, but I can't afford to host an online class and then send a bunch of free samples to strangers. That is not an efficient way to run my business. So we want to set this up so that it's compliant with Doterra and satisfies the customer. So if you're going to do an online class and you want to send people oils ahead of time to use before the class, do an Eventbrite, collect the fee for shipping and handling and class registration. You can charge for classes, you just cannot charge for samples or repackaged goods. So figure out what is cost effective. And then also remember that if people have to prepay, you're less likely to have more people attend. So you're going to have to experiment that and figure out where your threshold is for that. But yes, you can do an online class and send samples ahead of time. Someone asked an oils use question in Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. I don't answer usage questions in there. In Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, it's tips on how to run your business. Gail says, how do you teach a class on Zoom using a PowerPoint presentation and go live on Facebook? So that's a $500 upgrade that I have on my Zoom package through Zoom, because I do that. I do that every Monday when I have a collaborator join me for a collaboration to help educate on a specific topic. I bring them in through Zoom and we go live, and I pay $500 a year for that. Hazel, can we get UK version of the website? So that's a great question for Jacqueline Merville. So you can message her and ask her about that. Her Facebook group, let me see if I can find that. It's Practical Web Design. Oop, I'm on Google. I don't want Google. Hold on, I'm looking it up for you. All right, so Practical Website Design Suite. So if you're wanting to visit with Jackie, I'm going to copy and paste her Facebook group in the comments here. And that is now posted in the comments for you. Well, it was. Let's try that again. Yep, it is. I just didn't hit enter. Hold on. We're going to get this figured out yet. I know I will forget to come back and do this now, so we're just doing it now quick. Okay, so those are in the comments for you. It keeps doing the same one. Nope. All right. So Practical Website Design Suite, Jacqueline Merville. I'm looking for the spiel on what to say when we call, text, our vendor show contacts. All right, so use the search bar. I typed in vendor in the search bar. You can type in hashtag vendor follow-up, and it should come up as well. Jennifer says, is there a Zimmer method for new builders? After enrollment procedures, besides add and tag, is there a tool for that? Yes, that is the Builders FAQ system. So we have two FAQ systems. What they are is they were originally created for Facebook, but now when you go to our website and purchase it, you go to lisazimmer.net/shop and you choose Customer FAQ System and Builder FAQ System. It's a PDF with all 20 posts from our FAQ system. So what is that? You can incorporate our 20 posts into your existing builders group, your builder one, and your customer group of your members, right? And so you can put those in units, or you can create separate groups with just these posts. So when I have a new builder that says, hey, I want to share Doterra, instead of pouring 16,000 hours into them only to find out they really just wanted to hand out a couple trifolds and enroll their sister, I add and tag them in my Builder FAQ. And it goes through with them. This is what a Doterra business is. If this interests you, then let's set up a time to chat more. And so I say, hey, check out, units 1 through 6 about building a Doterra business. And then if you like what you see, let's schedule a time to chat. Okay, and it takes them through step by step what is required, which isn't much, right? Doterra's, that's one of the reasons we all start our Doterra businesses, because there's very little commitment to get started. You don't have to change your account. You just have to be a wellness advocate, which is a free upgrade. And you just have to spend 100 PV monthly in order to get paid. Doterra has made it so simple. And then I made it so simple by creating the FAQ systems. So purchase those, they're $49 each, implement those, and get your life and your time back. All right, Chrissy says, what is the best way separating my group into members and education? They are mixed. It should, I'm not sure, Chrissy. You should always be educating with your members. So Chrissy, I would go to the announcements tab in this group and click on Facebook groups and see how I do it. So I have a members only group. That's where members come in and ask whatever they want. I still educate in there, right, a little bit. And I also have a Yay Oils public education that's created for all of my downline to use to add their prospects and get their prospects educated. And I educate my members. I educate everyone at once, and I educate other wellness advocates. That originally was created because my downline are not going to create their own members groups and run a Facebook group every single day. So we use our whole team group for that, okay? So you can check out, click on Announcements tab. Everybody, before the end of the year, should click on the Announcements tab in the Facebook group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips. Click Announcements tab and walk yourself through every step post and get familiar with what information is there. All right, Michelle says, hi Lisa, I'm prepping for January cleanse, but the Zendocrine Detoxification Complex isn't available. What are you telling your team? Skip it, because the other Zendocrine product is there. Try to order the Doterra Cleanse Kit because it is in the Cleanse Kit. If you're using individual products, you won't be able to order it, and we don't know when it's coming back. Have you ever done a make and take online? Yes, all the time. In fact, get yourself into my group or my course, WWZD. So in there, I have a in-person class that you can watch and see how I teach a class. In there, I have an online class, and you can see how I teach an online class. So to get into WWZD, you go to lisazimmer.net/shop and purchase WWZD for the next session, okay? And those are tools that are always going to be in there. And I also tell you every single day what to do in your business to be successful. So for example, it actually really works well for us too. It helps hold you accountable. It also helped hold us accountable. So when we ran it in November, we came on every single day and posted or went live and told you exactly what to do with your business. If I told you to send out a text, I gave you the graphic and the script, and I said, send out this text, and here's what's going to happen. And you did, and many of you doubled and tripled your volume the very first week. Yay! Right, this is why we WWZD, okay? So it's $35, 35 days. The price is going to go up after the first of the year, so please get registered. It's going to go to $45 January 1st, or when we get back from vacation, January, whatever that is, January 8th. Okay, people needed more time to get registered that were already customers, and we wanted to make sure that our Biz Tips peeps and our prior WWZD peeps got the lower price. All right, get registered now. Don't miss it. I tell you every day exactly what to do. Everything's recorded. Everything's posted. You work on it as your schedule allows. It stays open for 2 weeks after. You want to stay on time and you want to stay on task, because this is what's going to build your business. So I can't even tell you how many people we had rank, because we are giving you every single thing in there to use for free. Once you get into the group, you get a free monthly planner. You got free recipe pages. You probably got like $75 to $80 worth of tools just in the group, whether you've stayed up with it or not. And then we taught people how to BOGO correctly, and many of you ranked to ranks that you've never ranked before. We had some people who have been Premier at 5 years and finally ranked silver. We had some people go from Premier to gold who'd been stuck forever, silver to gold, gold to platinum. We had people rank diamond using our daily task list, right? So you want to get in that group so that you can take advantage of that, right? It holds you accountable. So it worked for us as well. It held us accountable. Stuff that I always want to do and mean to do but don't always get to, we made sure we implemented, because we didn't feel right coming on and saying, oh, here's what you should do, and then not doing it ourselves. So we didn't rank to Blue Diamond. So clearly it works. I had no intentions of ranking to Blue Diamond until fall of 2019. And we did it in November. Our team did it. My team implemented the WWZD, right? This is a team sport, Doterra. So it wasn't just solely on me, but I was held accountable and did all the daily suggestions. My team did them and saw results. That's how it works. All right. Chrissy has one group now. Now, Chrissy, I have a friend in Doterra who's super successful who does one group. You do what you're comfortable with. Now, I like to be out there publicly educating as well. And so you can't have a successful single group if it's public. And you want to have a private group because your members aren't going to engage and ask private questions about problems if it's public. So have a public setting where you educate and a private setting for your members. So 2 groups. Or your personal public timeline, like my friend Jen does, in your private group. But have 2 platforms where you educate. All right, Maria says, WWZD is the best investment I have ever made in my biz. Already signed up for round 2. Yay. And we gave away additional handouts. We probably gave away $1,000 in business tools over the course of the 35 days. Amy says, I miss WWZD so much. I can't wait for it to start again. Me too, Amy. Okay, so the next round starts January 25th through February 28th. We prep you for the month and tell you what to do to close out the month of January. We're going to tell you what to do to get ready. In fact, we already have valuable information in there posted and ready to go. So you can actually get started. I didn't feel comfortable not having valuable information in there already, so I've already got free graphics and tools in there for you to get started. All right. Barbara, purchased WWZD for November and totally missed it. You didn't miss it, Barbara. We extended the November one. So if you've already purchased it, just go into the group and read everything. Yes, you would have to purchase round 2. They're 2 completely different programs. Every time we run WWZD, it's going to be completely different. Kayla says, WWZD, best training mentoring ever. It was awesome. Can't wait for round 2. Yay! Lisa says, can I do round 2 if I haven't done round 1? Yep, one has nothing to do with the other. You're always going to be able to register for WWZD when they come out. There's not any prerequisites. It's just that we're running it again, and we're always going to be. So here's what it's not. It is not pre-recorded, pre-planned, static, same material. Every single course is live, fresh, applicable material. You're going to get tools, you're going to get other things, but we create the content fresh every single day. That's what's different from a lot of training courses in groups. And so the reason that's important is we want it to apply for this January 25th through this February 28th. And sometimes we don't know what's going to come up. We need to be able to address it appropriately. We don't know when Doterra is going to have a problem and how you need to overcome it. We're going to teach you. We don't know when Doterra is going to have a special or how to promote it in advance. We teach you and tell you what to do. We create graphics on the fly professionally. We create the scripts, and we spoon feed you everything so you know exactly what to do every day. And you learn from it. You learn how to implement some of these tools for every month, how to implement some of them for BOGOs, how to implement it for every January and February. It's going to be different and awesome. So we had a great time. Right, let me go to the other questions post and make sure I answer the last questions. And we'll wrap up for the day. Yeah, don't mess around. Get WWZD. There's just a few things that you absolutely and positively want for your business, no matter where you're at. So if you're brand spanking new to this or brand spanking new to doTERRA, get our regular trifold for $20. Memorize the 60-second enrollment script in here. It's in the announcements tab. It's free. Memorize that, practice that, use it. Use an FAQ system. If your upline uses one and you're in their group, you just add and tag your people to that, but learn that it's there. If you don't have that, purchase it, all right? All the rest of our tools except the FAQ can't be shared amongst builders. You have to purchase your own original trifold, your own original make and takes, or it's copyright infringement, okay? So make sure you purchase those tools. Trifold, free 60-second enrollment script, get an FAQ, okay? Because not everyone's going to teach classes, but everyone can hand out a trifold and do a 60-second enrollment and add and tag people and get them going. I have brand new enrollments. I logged in recently, and they've all set up their LRPs without me. So how did they do that? My FAQ system. I did not have to sit down with them for an hour or two and go through all their oils, right? They used the FAQ system. I created it so you could get your life and your time back and still do an amazing job and take care of your customers. So trifold, 60-second script, FAQ system, and then make and takes. You want to start with the top 10 essentials make and take and add on from there. Get good at one, do one, and grow your binder of make and takes. Eventually you want them all. They're like Pokemon cards. You're going to want them all because it never fails, right? If you don't have the weight make and take, your very next prospect is going to say, oh, I want information on weight. Can you just send it to me? You'd be able to screenshot the weight, send it to them, send them a screenshot of the trifold, how to get your own account started, boom, done. They enroll themselves, you're good to go, right? Make this easy. Our tools make it easy. And then we have a new handout called the Intro Kit Enrollment Handout, like $10. Totally get that, because when people aren't comfortable starting their doTERRA journey with a $150 kit, it gives them an option that they can afford, right? So you pull that out of your back pocket and say, here's our mini Intro Kit enrollment and why you should start there. So you should be able to enroll and help everyone get started on their doTERRA journey regardless of their budget with our tools. Okay, let me go find the questions post. Here we go. All right. Can you talk about what you would include for a Christmas gift? So for teachers, I'm doing peppermint sugar scrubs. Do you have a graphic? Okay, so for graphics, one of the best places you can go is doterra.com. Type in your topic, and it's going to come up. So for example, if you go to doterra.com and type in scrubs, the peppermint scrubs come up. If you go to Oils Bizdo Graphics and search in the search bar and type in scrubs, it comes up. You can go to doTERRA's Facebook page and look for recipes, all right? What would you put with that? So I would put like a 5 milliliter roller for teachers, like the bomb roller for immunity, and explain why you're giving it to them. And when they love it and they stay healthy or feel better, and they say, oh, I want to get another one. You say, oh, fabulous. Here's how you get that. You want to make it on your own. It's less expensive to make it on your own, and you want to get started with one of our starter kits. The top 10 small bottles is $150. The big bottles $275. Which are you comfortable with? 60-second enrollment script. All right, Robin says, I would love to know how you mention the business and even sharing in a class. So that is in WWZD in the both courses. I'm going to add it to the new one as well. So that's in my video. You can hear how I incorporate it. Here's how simple it is. Stop overthinking it and just start saying it, right? Host a class and get free stuff. Share doTERRA with your friends and give them a trifold and get free stuff. Keep it that simple. Just tell people, share doTERRA, get free stuff. You can even earn an income if you like. Where can I find the perfect blends for office settings for energy, seasonal discomforts, and a great wake me up blend? So that would be at lisazimmer.net/shop, and that would be the top 10 essentials. Do you give any goodies to people that open an account without a kit? Yes, I do. If they get their own accounts, they get a goodie bag. It's a long one. I'll have to come back to that later. Can you please give us some advice on how you learned about the oils? All right, so this is a good segue. I got a couple minutes. Okay, I learned about the oils. Ready? My friend went to a class of a stranger because it was posted on Facebook. She was the only person that went. People were going to cancel the class, but saw that she was RSVPing and saw that she was a stranger, so they did it. It was in the dead of winter here. It was February, right? The good news is they didn't cancel the class because of poor registration and RSVPs, number one. Two, they sent her home. She did not enroll. They sent her home with a tool, right? Back then it was a catalog. You would do a $1 book, right? To get the wheels turning and let them see what oils really do. And back then, they sent her home with a sample for focus. Nowadays, right, if she wanted to do focus, that would be in your class or whatever. You would help them do that, okay? Point being, everything went wrong with their plan, but because they still followed through and taught their class, still followed through and took care of this one person that showed up, this one person that did not enroll met me for lunch the next day, my friend, and handed me the book that she was given and said, I think you should look into this. The woman's name was on the book. I called her and I said, I want to get Doterra Digestin. And she said, great. It's $66 plus tax and shipping. Sounds good. I said, sounds great. She ordered it. I was enrolled. That's how it worked. That's how simple Doterra is. Stop making it complicated. Stop canceling classes because you don't have RSVPs. Stop being upset when one person comes and doesn't enroll. There's so many facets to this business that people aren't focusing on. Start focusing on the positives that are happening. Stop focusing on how many people come to class, how many people enrolled. Take care of people and good things will happen, right? Those people were probably saying, oh, we should cancel class. Nobody's coming. Only one person's coming. We should cancel class. None of those people would have a blue diamond under them today. We don't cancel classes. We don't care how many people come to our classes. We just take care of the people that do come the best that we can. Stop making things complicated for enrolling. I had severe brain damage when I called this stranger. Had she rambled on about 50 million other things, I would have had no idea what she was talking about. I would have gotten upset and I would have hung up the phone. Stop making this business complicated. This is not a complicated business. This is a simple business. Great. I'd love to help you with that. Here's how much it is. Shall we go ahead and order that? People have no attention span anymore. Help them get started with Doterra and change their life. All right, so met with a builder last week and started going down the negativity path because this is what a lot of builders do, the woe is me, having the classes and nobody came. But by advertising those classes on Facebook, guess what happens? Not advertising paid, just putting it out there, right? She got phone calls. She got messages. That's the point. I don't care if nobody comes to your class. If it's triggered someone to take an active response, that's the point, people. I don't care if nobody comes because it's December and there was a snowstorm and you schedule another one and you keep doing it. Every time you post and schedule a class, something happens from it. You don't know what or when, but things happen. Stop scheduling, stop canceling classes, start scheduling more. Do it. Things happen. Doesn't always have to be what you expect it to be is the happening, but things happen. She got a one-on-one. She got messages, right? Keep doing classes. Right. Hey, Peggy. Let's see, what's the next one? Amy says, talking about Diamond Club to people who aren't members, I don't know what that means, and also to my team of largely customers, only a few shares and 2 to 3 builders. Enrolled at a DC event, and as a newbie, I had no idea the benefits. I'm not clear on that question. I'm sorry, Amy. How do you help someone do a make and take in another state? Is that possible? Someone asked, how do they get the oils to have the party? So you can do that very easily. You have your hostess use her own oils and teach her how to do it and collect the money. Very simple. So our make and takes are geared towards basic oils. She can even just offer 1 or 2 recipes with the least amount of oils from the make and take. So look at the make and takes, let your hostess choose the topic, pick like 2 recipes off there, and she can do the oils, she can order the containers, super simple, and you can show her how to earn a little bit of money and get her excited about doing them forward. Marcy, is Melissa oil safe to take internally for women that are breastfeeding? This is not an oils use group, Marcy. You want to go find an oils use group for that question. And I would suggest for oils and anything pregnancy, birth, and baby related to find the Essential Midwife group. What do you say when asking someone to host a class? You say, would you like to host a class? Stop making it hard, peeps. Hey, you want to host a class and get free stuff? Pat says, I would love to learn about placeholders. How do we take them out and put someone in their place? Excellent question. And what should we do when we have a build who has a small team and they say they don't want to do the business anymore? Oh, builder. Okay, it's just a typo. All right, so Pat, you want to join the structuring group with all these great tips. We've created a group. Mandy Johnston has that. So go to mandyjohnston.com, MandyJohnston.com, and you want to purchase the structuring and placements group from her shop. And you want to get into that. It's $29, and it's the best $29 you'll ever spend. It has all the information on structuring and placements and placeholders and exceptions form and transfer forms and swaps and all that stuff. Louise Mulholland just said Offspring is a great show. All right, so I Netflix binge and I found a new show, and it's the best show ever. It's called Offspring. It's from Australia, but it's on US Netflix right now, and it was 7 seasons, so I totally signed up for that because I can go through an entire season like in a night or 2. And Offspring is the best show ever. So Louise obviously saw me comment about that. All right. What do you say? Let's see. I think I answered all those. All right, looks like I've answered them. Awesome, perfect. It's 1:01 and I got somebody that's supposed to be here right now. All right, let's see. What is the daily time commitment for WWZD? So that's completely up to you and how you stay up on it. But anywhere from 10 minutes a day for the days that it's just a post, and an hour a day if it's a longer video and action items required. So you don't have to do that day. Everything is saved, everything's recorded, and the group stays open for at least 2 weeks after. The last one was November. We're keeping it open until the end of December. We gave everybody an extension because of the holidays. Marcy Lynn, sorry to ask here about Melissa, but I did ask on your other page and did not receive an answer. Yeah, I don't guarantee that I answer all oil use questions. I don't know anything about breastfeeding and Melissa Oil, so go to the Essential Midwife. She teaches essential oils usage for pregnancy, birth, and baby. So again, this is a good example to teach you, Marcy. I'm not responsible for answering everyone's questions. We answer what we can when we have time, if we know the answer. But our main goal here as advocates is to redirect people. I want to teach you this, so this is how you'll run your business as well. I want to teach you how to redirect people to where to find the answers themselves. So a good thing to also order would be the Pregnancy, Birth, and Baby book by Stephanie Fritz on Amazon. So you have those answers at your fingertips. And then same thing, when a customer asks you, help empower that customer by having them order the pregnancy, birth, and baby book. That way they're not coming to you for their questions. So same thing, we try to teach you exactly how we run our business and how you want to run your business. Because if you're answering all these questions all the time, you won't have any free time to help more people. So you want to, when you get new customers, teach them how to fish, we say. Instead of giving them a fish for a day, answering their questions, we want to teach them how to fish, right? Teach them where to find the questions on their own. So when it comes to anything pregnancy, birth, baby, breastfeeding, get Pregnancy, Birth, and Baby book by Stephanie Fritz. And she also has a Facebook group. The same thing there. Don't expect her to answer all your questions, right? She'll give you resources on where you can find the answers for those yourself. I am not the answerer of all the questions, but we do our best to help redirect you on where to find the information. Someone is interested in doing this business but will not commit yet. So how do I get them to understand this awesome opportunity? Live the lifestyle and inspire them through what you do, okay? So just because they've said, I want to do the business, 90% still don't, okay? They need to be inspired. Let them see your success. Let them watch you, and you inspire them to want to do more. That's the best you can do, but always make sure they know what the opportunities are. When you go to leadership, take pictures and have fun and be inspiring. So many different ways to inspire people. Oh, my company's here for my next appointment. Awesome sauce. Thank you. I will go check it out after this is over. I've read the book that gave it away to a team member that is a midwife. Ooh, that was smart, Marcy. Okay, so yep, get your tools. And same thing for the rest of you, right? If you're looking for essential oils, tips, and pets, get the Spoil Your Pet app, Spoil Your Pet book. It's good to start knowing these things, but also you don't, again, want to become the go-to answer person for everything. I started out that way, right? And hit Premier in 6 weeks, Silver in 4 months. And at Silver, and 100 people on my team, I woke up to 30 text messages one morning by 8 a.m. That was back when I woke up at 8 a.m. And I said, I can't do this. It's because I set it up wrong. Now I set it up right and give them the resources and teach them to fish.
Mama, we're going to sneak in.
All right, happy oiling. Bye. Oh, ow, we're live. Come on in, guys.
Yeah.
Say hi before we wrap up. So,
hi.
this is Debbie.
We came all the way from Arizona to see her.
And Joe. Yay. These are my builders from Arizona. And I'm in Illinois, and they came to say hi. So we're going to go have fun. Happy oiling. Bye.
Actually.